Guys who are currently watching a clip from our podcast, The Fellas, the full podcast is available exclusively on Spotify with video for free. So go ahead and follow us on Spotify. It actually helps us out more than you could imagine.
Other than that, you play football. You play with a bunch of YouTubers, don't you?
I do. I play in that game. I love that game. Yeah, I played last week.
Well, you love that game as in you love football, or you like playing with YouTubers?
I love the football. I love that game specifically. I love playing football generally. I say football is my happy place. Being on a football pitch.
I feel like you look like a pretty decent baller.
No, you're a nifty baller.
You know what? I feel like you got a good centre of gravity and you move about.
In other
nicely.
words, small and overweight. Yes, no, that's both. But
I was sugarcoating him.
But no, I do. I love that game with that game that's played.
Who do you play
with?
Who plays in that?
In that YouTube game, I'm Alex plays.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
High level of competition.
I'm Alex plays. Bazinga plays. Road to Shore, Harry plays.
Yeah.
WillNE, the big dogs.
Who do you think is the best out of the lot that you play football with?
The best player, Chris MD is a very good footballer.
Chris MD.
Chris MD is a very good footballer.
Better than Theo Baker?
I'll tell you who. No, he's fantastic. He's my hero, that geezer.
But who's better?
I'm going Theo all day long. I'm going Theo. Theo played at Ibrox with Gaza. After that, Theo Baker is my heartbeat, my inspiration. He's the man I want to be.
He's like the GOAT YouTube footballer.
He is the guy. Yeah, I mean,
he's very good, isn't he?
I adore him. I'm slightly starstruck by him.
Who's maybe one of the more underappreciated / underrated YouTube footballers you've played with?
One of the more underrated. So good, but underrated.
So like people, but one of those that like obviously you got your Chris MDs, you got your Theos, but we expect them to be good. Who's one of them you got actually low key?
Who keeps the game running?
I'll tell you who's very good. He sits at the back, controls the game. Bazinga.
Yeah.
If you have him, I'd say that his winning stats in that game, if somebody could be bothered to ever do it, I'd say he wins a lot. I'd say he's like, if he's on your team are very likely to win the game.
Is he an engine? What one word would you use to describe Ethan Bazinga on a 7-a-side pitch?
Ethan Bazinga on a 7-a-side pitch is the anchor of a team.
Oh, I like that.
He's the anchor.
Holding it down.
You know exactly where he's going to be. He's always in space. He always wants the ball. You can always lay it back to him. If you want to retain possession, he's there. He is, if you're selecting teams, I'd say pick him and your chances of victory through the roof.
Commanding the pitch.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
What kind of role are you playing in this team?
Oh, mate.
I need to know.
I feel like you're the ESR.
Yeah, I feel like are we sitting centre mid? Are we box to box? Are we playing balls?
I mean,
like,
the ambition and what I see myself as, and the reality. You'd have to check with someone else the reality of this, but I'd say the dream would be like box to box. Oh, mate.
You do give me Perlo. Right,
Perlo. Mate, you should see me. You should see me with a bottle of wine, looking moodily at a camera in a vineyard. That's the
I
ambition.
can tell you are near retirement, but carry on.
But no, box to box. In that game, it's not too bad because you can be box to box. There's a small pitch and unfit YouTubers, so you can kind of get away with being.
Who's the worst?
The worst footballer.
Who do you not want on your team?
You don't want me.
So it's not necessarily that you don't want them. It's just who would lose a
game. No. Just when you're at the thing and you like, just who's shit. Just be, who's
that's
just
a
not
terrible
very good.
question. Can I answer that? You might have to. Can you do that? It feels malicious. I mean, there are some shit footballers, but
no. I know. I'm aware. Like, keep in mind, this is like a friendly. It's not
friendly, innit? Who's not that great?
No, or who gets picked last? Do you do it in picking or is it?
Yeah, you do it in picking.
Who gets picked last?
So you got all of them in front of you. Who you picking last?
Who just gets picked last for the most part?
The last pick, I believe,
who was it on the latest game?
Probably be. I think it would be. Are you aware of? I'm Alex's brother. Do you know I'm Alex?
Yes. Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm Alex. Beautiful man, wonderful fellow. He has a brother, who is again a charming man. But I think he would probably be the last pick.
Do you reckon that your YouTuber subscriber count also has an effect on where you get picked in this game?
No, it doesn't, because there is a chap who I don't quite know what he does, but I think he used to work for TikTok.
Okay. And he's good.
So he has no YouTube presence, and he would be one of my first picks. His name's Dan.
Okay.
Glorious, like beautiful footballer. You know, quick feet.
Yeah, one, two.
People are just there to play ball, aren't they?
Yeah. But do you know the best thing about it? Actually, it's a little bit Fight Club. Like the best thing about that game is, it's a leveler. Everybody, like for example, I can shout at Bazinga and kind of tell him what to do if he isn't doing what he should be doing, in my opinion. And he will accept that. It's the only place in the world where I can go to Harry Roach, mate, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Without him going...
Does that ever happen? Do you ever get
on a
onto
football
people?
pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last time I played, I didn't have a pop at him because we're playing football and it's meant to be a good time. But he went on a mental run. He could have laid it off 4 times. He didn't. He was dispossessed and someone else scored. Kind of go, Harry, mate, use your brain.
See, if I was playing, I wouldn't actually have the ability to do that. I know him, the CEO, and I can tell people to just fucking sit down and actually do what you're meant to do.
Can you accept it?
But if I was on a football pitch, because I'm so shit at the game, I don't really have the right to be like Rory, you know?
No, but you can be crap. That's not. You don't have to be good.
I don't know,
but
you
you
know.
have to play within your capabilities.
No, but the thing is, there is no capability, so I'll be playing with... Every time I touch a football, I'm already playing outside of my zone.
No, but you can do that. Do you know?
You know what I mean?
I've played in a game where I'm that player. Where
What
everyone
game's that?
everyone is
It's a lot better
everyone is
than you.
brilliant. It's a game where it's a game that I don't play in it as often now, but there's a lot of former pros that play in it.
I've
when I
I've
play-
heard of
It's
some...
a regular.
When I play, yeah,
I've heard
it's
of a Friday-
it's a Tuesday night game.
I've also heard of I think it's a Friday morning game.
Yeah, I play in a Friday morning game.
Yeah, with
What game's that?
with
That's my game. That's called the
Oh,
Friday. That's my
game.
That's my
What do you
game.
mean by that?
I've
So
heard there's a
that's-
couple of famous Donnies or something like that.
Yeah, that's an actors team. From when I was from way back in the day. So I've played in this same team now for about 20 years.
Wow.
From when I was young. Yeah, it's a great game. It's a
5-a-side, 7-a-side?
it's sevens played on a Friday morning, and yeah, it's all actors, all fairly well established, fairly famous, some fairly famous.
So you're
actors.
telling me there's like a famous game of football that happens?
Yeah, you know how you've got your
My secret poker game.
secret poker game, and I suppose on some level the football game that we're talking about here
It's similar.
is also a bit that, isn't it? Everyone at that game is somebody. It's not about subscriber count or whatever, but everyone is. You go, what does that geezer do? And you're like, oh right, he does.
Do you look at their IMDb before you invite them?
You don't need to. You know they are straight away. You know.
And if you don't know, then
Yeah, you're like, hang on, that's Damien Lewis. We're playing football. Yeah, of course it is. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Who
never
else?
gonna...
Who else we got? Who lines up?
Damien will play fairly irregularly, but he's known to play.
Yeah.
Mark Strong, do you know Mark?
Yeah.
Mark will play virtually every week. Geezer called Tom Finley, who's Groove Armada.
Yeah.
He plays
So
every
some
week.
big names here.
Big
then.
names, yeah. It's a big game. It's a brilliant game.
And you say it's your game. Do you put it together?
No, I'm not. It's run by a writer.
Okay.
You've seen the film Closer and the play Closer. It's
Yeah,
Jude
I have,
Law.
actually.
What's her name? Natalie Portman, Julia Roberts.
Langers.
That film, brilliant film.
Natalie Portman.
So the fella that wrote that runs a game. So everybody
Sick.
in that game is it's like the YouTube game. Like
Everyone
when
has a connection
Everyone
to
is
film.
sort of somebody on some level. Even if they are who's me, they'd be like, oh, he used to be, and he sent like he's somebody.
And where do you rank in that? Are you pretty
In that
good?
game,
Yeah.
I'd be one of the younger ones, so I'd be one of the better ones
yeah.
because of youth. Whereas in the YouTuber game, I'd be one of the older ones,
Yeah.
and therefore probably one of the last picked.
And then what about? And then you're talking about this. You playing a game with ex-pros.
I don't anymore. I have done,
okay.
but what I was going to say to Chip is when I played in that game, you know, when you said you have no capability, you have some because everyone, even just in your own context, you have a capability.
Chip's a penalty king.
What
man.
you
No,
need-
bro,
you need
the
to
ball
do-
goes
No, but
through me.
all you need to do to play to not have anybody have a go at you is do what you can do. So do your best, and then when you win it, give it someone better.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
though, man. The ball comes to me, and the
I
first
reckon-
touch is just.
I reckon
Hey, man.
do you know that's the best thing I think you can do as a footballer. Win it, get it,
And
give it to someone better than you.
Yeah.
Give it to someone better than you.
See,
or give
Head
it,
up. Where's Theo? Where's Chris? Bang.
Give the ball
If
to
you're
someone
as
better
bad
than
as
you, or
me-
give the ball to someone in more space than
Yeah.
you. If you pick one of those two options, you'll never really have
It
done
is
the wrong
smart,
thing.
but if you're as bad as I am, the best thing to do is just to not play and play something else.
No, I think you
you're
should
not
come.
that bad. You're chatting.
I
fucking rust,
am
man.
definitely.
Hey, have
it is annoying because I'm playing with these guys who are all a lot better than me.
Have you ever been to that game that we're talking
I
about?
used
the
to go
Super-
to.
one?
Yeah,
No, you ain't.
Oh, sorry, no.
No, you ain't been.
Different
You ain't
one?
been to the YouTube one. Right?
The one Power League guys is the different.
Yeah, it's a power league, but you're thinking of because we've also played with like me and then like more like the sidemen
there
boys.
used to be like a Sunday. Is this a different thing? Then yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
different thing. There's a Twitter group
Community.
that exists.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
And I got in
never
trouble in
played
there
in this.
today. Do you know who called me out in there?
Yeah.
And he was totally correct.
Who was it?
WillNE.
what did you
WillNE.
say?
Yeah.
What did he say?
So I've had a bad run. I played last week. I didn't play today, despite thinking I could. I had to welch out yesterday night. I haven't played for a while because of whatever reasons.
You're busy.
Kids and
You're
busy.
hustling.
I haven't
You're a
played.
COO
I'm
of a
hustling,
company.
man. I'm hustling. And WillNE said something very funny today because I kind of called him out a bit because he said something that annoyed me. So I had to pop at him, all jovially, and then he went, "Look, mate, your words in this group per appearance in the team.
Yeah.
The ratio is ridiculous. You need to like say less.
You talk
'Cause I'm in that
too
group.
much.
You
Okay,
gotta be
you talk-
careful.
yeah.
The one thing that I've learned over the years is if Will's in your group chat, just, you don't fire too much.
No, he's
at him.
funny.
You
isn't
want
he?
him on your side because he's
quick.
very quick
He's
with the comebacks
as well.
you know?
Yeah. Your words per appearance ratio is appalling.
Is there anyone in the group chat that is a particular victim? Because we've got ours and our one, you know.
Do you know what? I don't think we're close, mate. It's a
Yeah,
group founded
it's
on
a
football.
organising
It's a
football.
football. It's a
Just
football
organising,
group.
Not
GC.
like a banter
It's not a
thing,
GC.
no.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not quite. It becomes a bit of a GC because of me, really. Who will start like?
Oh, you're the fire starter.
No, I'm quite a naturally gobby bloke.
Yeah.
So if I'm on there,
You're a Chelsea fan, to
What
be
I
fair.
have done in the past, because I hate Twitter, is remove it from my phone.
Yeah.
So I can go on there. But now it's back on my phone. I basically talk to people even when nobody's talking back to me. So I just say my things in there. So it can become a bit of a group chat, but it isn't quite that. And also, like, as much as I like WillNE and rate him and that, we aren't mates as such. Like, I don't have his phone number, so I can't start calling him out in a group chat. Be a
I
liberty.
think that's the way you determine whether you're friends with someone.
Yeah, do you have
Do
their
you
phone number?
have their phone number?
Yeah. And the answer
Because
is no.
Instagram and Twitter DMs, they're not going to cut it these days.
No, they don't.